Welcome to Rent to Riches, your trusted gateway into the fascinating world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and forgotten currency history. From ancient empires to modern rarities, we uncover the stories, values, and secrets behind some of the world's most remarkable coins. Whether you're a collector, a history lover, or simply curious, we bring you well-researched insights, real coin values, and expert commentary you won't find anywhere else. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because every coin has a story, and Coin-AZ Pulse is here to tell it. You may not immediately realize that a single small coin can carry within it the echoes of a nation's history, its politics, its culture, and the very spirit of times long past. But the 1989 South African 1-cent coin is one such artifact, modest in appearance, yet loaded with story and symbolism. Let me take you on a journey through its life, its meaning, and why it can stir passion among collectors. Picture the year 1989, South Africa was on the cusp of transformation. Though apartheid was still in place, the winds of change were stirring. In this world, day-to-day commerce still used coins like the 1 cent, the less glamorous but indispensable parts of currency. It was minted in bronze, composed of a mixture of copper, tin, and a little zinc. Munstuck International Coins +2 Online Coin.club +2 This version of the 1 cent had been produced since 1965 in the bronze form, replacing earlier versions. Online Coin.club +1 When you hold this coin, its modest diameter of about 19.05 mm and weight of 3 grams might not impress at first glance, but that simplicity belies the depth beneath. Munstuck International Coins +2 Online Coin.club +2 On one side, the obverse, you see the South African coat of arms as it stood then. Around it, in both English and Afrikaans, the words SUID Africa and South Africa, and the date 1989. Beneath the arms are initials ALS, indicating Arthur Sutherland, designer of the obverse. Online Coin.club +2 Munstuck International Coins +2 Flip it over, and the reverse reveals a quiet but elegant scene, 2 Cape sparrows perched on a branch. Above, the denomination 1C in plain relief. Below, you'll find tiny initials TS for Tommy Sassin, the reverse designer. Online Coin.club +2 Munstuck International Coins +2 The birds are not grand or dramatic, they are simple, everyday creatures, yet their presence feels poetic, as though they whisper the passage of common life. What makes the 1989 coin especially interesting is that it was the final year for that style of 1 cent in bronze. After that, changes were made, smaller coins, later copper-plated steel issues, shifts in design. Online Coin.club +2 and .foronum.com +2 Thus, this coin stands as a closing chapter of a particular era. In fact, the mint records show that about 337.8 million of these bronze 1C coins were struck. Last Dodo +3 Online Coin.club +3 Munstuck International Coins +3 Because of such high mintage, as a circulated coin its rarity is not high, but condition, originality, and aesthetic appeal can make a big difference. Now imagine a collector's perspective. You acquire a specimen with sharp detail, minimal wear, deep original toning. The arm's lines are crisp, the sparrow's feathers still defined, the feels relatively smooth. That coin feels like a time capsule. You might reflect on the contrast between that fragile moment and the historical forces swirling around it, social change, political tension, the closing years of a system under pressure. You might pause and think about the symbolism of the 2 sparrows. Though humble, they endure. In a way, they mirror ordinary citizens living through times of complexity, taking root in daily life even while larger currents shift around them. They remind us that history, in the end, is made up of many small moments lived by countless everyday people. You might also consider the coat of arms side, a shield divided into quarters showing symbols for the provinces, an ox wagon, a tree, the crown, the supporters, the animal figure standing guard. That coat of arms attempts to convey unity, identity, heritage, authority. Its presence on a common small coin is a reminder. Even the smallest denominations carry the symbolic weight of the state and its narrative. Over time, that coin leaves circulation. It slips into jars, drawers, wallets that are forgotten. It travels across borders, perhaps picked up by someone in another country, drawn by curiosity. It becomes a collectible, a piece of numismatic interest rather than mere pocket change. As decades pass, its value shifts, not because of its face value, but due to how collectors perceive it, how many survive in good condition, and how much its story resonates. Collectors might compare multiple specimens, which has better surfaces, which shows full mint luster still preserved, which has avoided damage or abrasions. The coin with more original features, fewer strikes against it, more pleasing toning or patina, that one commands attention. Some may find examples in proof or uncirculated states, those carry appeal. Occasionally, one may spot a stray variety or minor striking difference, those would be even more prized by specialists. In presenting this coin to an audience, one might narrate its journey from mint to pocket, to drawer, to collector's album. You talk about its material, its weight, its designers, the context of South Africa in 1989, the fact that it was the last year of that coin style, the large total mintage but limited survival in pristine condition, and the aesthetic pleasure of a beautifully preserved example. You might share close-up photos to show detail in the coat of arms and the sparrows. You might mention stories of collectors who fell in love with its quiet charm. In doing so, you help your audience feel that the coin is more than a disc of metal, it's a fragment of time, a whisper across decades. Then, at the end, when someone hears the number, they're struck by the contrast. How something so humble, once worth only 1 cent in everyday commerce, can be coveted, studied, and prized. A remarkable example of this coin in superb condition was recently listed at $6,650.